It's a pleasant good afternoon and thanks for joining me. My name is Prince Mobile and this is Focus on Liberia Television. I'm coming to you live and direct from our capital here in Monrovia. I caught up with a Liberian lady. The time check in Liberia, as a matter of fact, is 40 minutes after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That is, we had 20 minutes to 3 o'clock p.m. So I stopped by to speak with this Liberian lady before our camera to give us a view, a perspective on the most publicized yellow machine purchase, not purchase rather, but procure or brought to country by the Joseph Boakai government. The Liberian government is in the middle of discussion about this yellow machine thing. And of course, it has been criticized from different angles, looking at the constitutional provision, Article 34D of the Liberian Constitution, and also looking at the PFN law and what role the legislature plays. So I come to speak with her, and of course, we're going to be doing this across the country to get Liberians' view about this issue of the yellow machine, whether is appropriate or the debate that the president urged. What do we make of that? So, Madam, good afternoon, and thanks for joining. Welcome to this live interview. How are you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Morban. How are you?
I'm pretty good. For the benefit of the viewers, what's the name?
Okay, so I'm Ms. Gartee Turay, a staffer of the House of Representatives.
Okay.
So I'm happy to be on this interview because it all has to do with Liberia and we the citizens.
Great. So tell me something. What do you know about this yellow machine thing? What have you heard? What have you read? What do you know about it?
Okay, from my understanding, President Boakai wants the betterment of Liberia and he keeps pushing so that Liberia can get better. So in that light, I understood from the communication center plenary that these machines came to Liberia from a good old friend in the communication to help Liberia up. And for me, as a citizen of Liberia, I think it's necessary for those machines to come to Liberia.
Because, why do you think so?
When you look at the budget for just, yellow machines, earth-moving machines in a country that we rent yearly, is very, very, very exorbitant. So if Liberia decides to have its own machine, or all of the countries decide to have its own machines and operate it, and people get to use it the right way, I think it's a best thing for Liberia.
How do you think the presence of those machines in the country can help this country, Liberia as a country, merely those countries that are hard to reach? What do you think?
Right now in our country, one of the major things we are faced with is barrels. Okay. We have so many barrels. So if those machines can go in the rural area, even those things that we pay a lot of money for, we will be able to have them for a lesser price. Because if those machines go in the rural areas, those bushes that cars cannot reach to, that motorbikes or whatever cannot reach to easily, and they grow those roads, we'll be able to get all of our vegetables, our things for lesser price.
What do you make of the other side of the argument that the president did not follow laws, Liberians' laws, especially the Constitution of Liberia? Before those machines are procured, you should have come to the legislature. There should be understanding about where it came from, with the source of funding, what are Liberia going to pay for it, and all those kinds of things. What do you make of that?
The first thing is, I take that to be a propaganda because when I say propaganda, President Joseph Boakai did not bring those machines by himself. What I understand or what I understood is that these machines were brought in by a business person. And I think there were negotiations carried on before the president can come out to the public or whatsoever, procurement processes they needed to go through it. So from the propaganda standpoint that people say, oh, the president did not proceed well, for me, I don't see it like that. From my own standpoint, I think that the president was trying to negotiate this process before the right thing be done. So at the end of the day, the people propagating that the president did not do well, did not do this, did not do that. But for me, I look at it at that point that he wanted the right thing to be done before he can take it to the legislature or whatever group he needed to take it to.
So you think nothing has spoiled?
No. As a citizen of Liberia, nothing has spoiled.
That's okay. So, what's a call to Liberians besides politicians? But there are other Liberians who, normal Liberians like you, someone will go to the attire shop. We see people say, Boakai mean nothing for this country. I mean, it mean no good for this country. What's a call to other Liberians who are condemning this whole thing if they say it's a crooked deal and it's going to benefit Liberia or nothing?
I would like to caution my brothers and sisters in Liberia to wait and see the proper things being done in this country. For me, if you ask for my honest opinion on things done in Liberia, I think Joseph Boakai in the 6 or 7 months' time, he's doing well.
You think so?
Yes.
Others are saying the government is doing nothing good.
He's doing well. You know, I will tell people to not just get up and say things. Always monitor your radio. Always monitor your talk shows. Always be on immersion and get to know about your country. But if you just go to Ataisha because you hear they say and begin to say the same thing the people saying, then we're not doing Liberia well. We need to always be on top of our games. Let's listen to the news. Let's listen to those things that are happening in the country. But if we just sit down and conclude by ourselves, then we don't mean anything for this country.
What's your experience since the Boakai government came to power as it relates to what news are you getting from other counties that are hard to reach, maybe the Nima, the Lofa, the Plangidia, with the roading? Because people are saying that nothing is happening in those areas. If our government said no car going to hitch in the mud or going to get stuck in the mud and nothing has changed, the president open here, what are you hearing? What people telling you?
Okay, from the news standpoint, from news.
From the radio.
Yeah, from the radio now.
Or the papers.
I heard that a lot of Southeasterners been on the radio saying thank you to President Boakai, you know, commending him for his hard work in those places. For me, I haven't been there, but matter of fact, it's on the news, they interview citizens like myself, like how you are interviewing me today, and they were able to say so many good things about the workings on that side. So I can say President Boakai is doing well, he's proceeding well. One of the best things that ever happened in this government, I really, really appreciated the president for, is this worker code stuff. So if even my voice or whatever will be taken to him today, I want to appeal to him. He shouldn't step down on it. Yes, it was a good proceeding, and we are hoping and praying that the process be done the proper way, and we, the citizens, will be satisfied. Those that committed crimes should be prosecuted and be judged the rightful way, so that we can be happy. Some of us that people die mysteriously. Some of us that people, you know, were killed mysteriously. We are standing on this. So, Mr. President, there should be a wake-up call for you, please. I'm one of your supporters, and I will let you know that I'm very happy with the process of the war crime code. Please do not downplay it.
Great. Finally, as we take leave of you, with the presence of yellow machine in Liberia, if it passes through all of the processes, the legislature invited some members of the executive. They came the last time they went by. We do not know whether the discussion is going to follow on that. But on the overall, where do you intend to see Liberia at the end of August 6 year, especially when it comes to roads connectivities?
Right now we need roads.
Okay.
Yeah. And one of the major challenges in Liberia,
that's what I'm asking. Yeah. Some of the machines are already here, and when everything is done and they're functional, they are in the counties. Where do you think Liberia should be in the next 6 years?
In the next 6 years, I think we should be like Ghana, that all the other smaller roads are connected to the bigger roads. so that we cannot have, traffic challenges. We cannot go back to the same thing where our citizens, our marketeers will have their goods, and their goods will have to spoil because of road, and stuff like that. And we want all of the counties to benefit from the yellow machine thing. Already the citizens are complaining. So whatever purpose it came for, it should be met. That's why I want us
Great.
to look.
Thank you. Let me just review the comments. Those are following you. Amos Wilson says he's following you from River County.
Okay.
And then, of course, Amos Wilson once more say the person has done nothing wrong, and many other comments. But thanks for speaking to us. I mean, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to take our camera around the studio, Liberian citizens, to tell us their view about this yellow machine thing. As the government, those in the hierarchy of governance are trying to discuss it from the point of the political point and the legal point. But thanks for speaking to me so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you to Mr. Morgan. It's a good thing that you're reaching out to the citizens, and I pray that you continue your good work. Thank you.
Okay, folks, so we'll take leave of you on this note. Again, my name is Prince, and we've been in the company of a Liberian lady, Madam Gartee Turay, giving her view on the entire yellow machine thing. Do join us another time for another live interview. Bye-bye. I'm out.